Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, where the retractable roof of Minute Maid Park is closed. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Justin Verlander will be on the mound for the Stros. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, since he's put on a Houston Astros uniform, Justin Verlander's kind of turned his career around. Went through a couple of seasons where his velocity was down, but he's always had that good curveball changeup combination. Velo back up to the mid to upper 90s to go along with that fastball and the curveball, and Justin Verlander is all the way back.
Into the box now, Andrew Benintendi, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And we are underway from Houston as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Fastball is looked at for strike two.
2 strikes.
Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, one thing's for sure. They love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. This guy hit over 340 last year. An incredible season. I watched him one day take a ball to left field. Then he took one to right field. Then he took one back up the middle. He puts together so many hits and has such a great swing that there's no wonder he hits over 340.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it. 2 gone.
Batting third.
Here's J.D. Martinez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 2 out, nobody on. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
The 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Stassi has it. And the throw to first ends the inning. Verlander on point to start this one. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Rick Porcello is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy's a real good 2-seam fastball, and you'll know if it's good because he'll have good run and sinking action to his arm side. He'll throw it to all 4 quadrants of the plate, and he needs that pitch to be effective in this game here today.
Now batting, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming, here it is. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Matty, they have to be very happy with Alex Bregman right now. He took home the All-Star Game MVP last year. All that star power on the field, and he walked away saying, hey, I'm the man. This goes to show you how good of a player he is.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. In his career against Porcello, he's gone 2 for 6. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Bregman stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Altuve. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Hit to short, gloved by Bogarts. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. Still no score. Ready now, Steve Pearce will lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit next.
25, Steve.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Bogaerts is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away. At the plate, Rafael Devers. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Fastball just missed above the zone.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the third out. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Shortstop, Carlos.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Drives it out to deep right center field. Betts on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
So here's how the both Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff should be your focus.
First offering on its way. Liner towards second. And this will get over his glove as he couldn't quite get up all the way. It's a base hit.
Batting 6th. No outfielder, Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch on its way. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Yanked fouled off to the right.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. Striding in for Houston, Kyle Tucker. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch is taken for ball 1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Now the 2-1. Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. One left for. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as former AL MVP Dustin Pedroia settles in to get the inning started. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. His line against Justin Verlander, he's got 3 base hits in 27 at-bats. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Batting it, the catcher.
So one away here with the bases empty, and from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. And looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. Nothing in 1. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Dero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zips right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
A ball and a strike. And he misses 2-1. Well, he just threw that fastball by him. Vasquez stands at first with 1 out.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting.
Striding in, Andrew Benintendi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
No, that's down.
Ball 1. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, Dero. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Red Sox are out in front, 1-0. Now to the plate, Max Stassi. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The catcher.
First offering on its way. And that's off his leg on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. In his career against Porcello, he has a 3-for-12 line. He also has 1 home run. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Back to the top of the order now, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good breaking ball there, had him frozen. Strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Into the Crawford boxes and gone. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. And the Astros have pulled back even now with 1 run apiece.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Now batting, third baseman.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Porcello into the windup. Here it is on 0-2. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Another 1-2 delivery. This is line to left. Benintendi will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, J.D. Martinez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Martinez.
There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Martinez playing here in his age 31 season. He was a 20th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Nope.
2-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. High that time with the slider taken for a ball.
After 2 breaking pitches, a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing it. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Full count still. The next 3-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here's a changeup that's right there. 1-1. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Next to the Red Sox.
Rafael Devers the next to bat.
Rafael.
In there, no balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
Hey, two tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same with that guy.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run.
Great swing right there. Sometimes you just see that ball pop out of that pitcher's hand just a little bit different than that fastball, and he was able to stay back, keep his front shoulder locked, and take that off-speed pitch deep.
And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And Pedroia behind 0-2 now.
Two great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Fouled away. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. So the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-1 Boston. Leading off the inning, Jose Altuve, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First offering on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He's had great command of his pitches all day. I don't mind him trying to go down right there and try and get a swing and a miss, but a nice job by the hitter to lay off that one in the dirt.
Pierce waits on it, makes the play, 1 away. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Correa, sometimes called Show-Rea. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And digging into bat next, the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. Here comes the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Line drive to left. Benintendi is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Digging in to try it again, Christian Vasquez. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning.
Up next for the Red Sox.
First delivery to him on the way.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Hit back up the middle. Correa takes it in. And there's out number 2.
Now back.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Swing and a line drive. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. Down in order go the Red Sox as the lead remains 3-1. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Way to go for the Astros.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The left fielder, Michael Grizzly.
Here it comes. There's Porcello back at it now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. Now here's a ball hit high and deep is straight away right field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with it, the Astros have made this a 3-2 ball game now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now batting, number 3.
Into the box now, Kyle Tucker. Hit in the air to center field. Bradley is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Max Stassi. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Two and 0.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
3-0 now. A rare 3-0 curveball drops in. 3-1. And a full count now, 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping up to the plate, Josh Reddick.
Reddick.
Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball as this is right at his melon as he turns away there.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's George Springer. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
The batter, the third baseman.
So striding in, Alex Bregman, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
And the throw first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Astros claw back a bit on this solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Here's Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Red Sox, the right fielder.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Swinging a soft liner. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and they pull the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Pitch misses. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. The 1-0. Drilled to the right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Number 2.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He swings and grounds it to short, and that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit, and the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in a scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, Nero, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Ready with the 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, McCown.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Pierce at second. Bogaerts on at first with 2 down. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Red Sox settle for just the 1. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. In now, Jose Altuve. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. No hits to this point. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Betts, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Line toward the alley and left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
I mean, that's a well-executed curveball right there. Pitcher does exactly what he wants to do. Gets the hitter out on his front foot, gets him out and around the baseball, and he still finds a hole.
Into the box, Michael Brantley, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Grounded to the right. Pedroia is able to get there. There's one. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the hit. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Colin McHugh is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Now pitching for the Astros, number 31, Colin McHugh.
Here comes the first pitch. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Vasquez aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Here's the 3-1. Tight break with the slider there. Catches the inside for a strike. Weak roller right side. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The batter.
Ready for another chance? Andrew Benintendi. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Altuve for 1. To Gurriel, and they get them both.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Mookie Betts is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Lays off 2-2 now.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get into.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Red Sox lead 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Coming to the plate now, Kyle Tucker. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Max Stassi. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Bullet back up the middle. Bradley is there, 2 gone.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Standing in now, Josh Reddick. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Hit sharply toward the right side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Stepping in now, George Springer, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fastball, and it's strike 3 called. Oh, that looked in. Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1. Back up the middle. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here's Steve Pearce now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
To 2-2 now. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Back up the middle. Correa is right there. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Xander Bogaerts. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Popped him up. Gurriel is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Astros 2. Ryan Brazier goes on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Striding into the box, Alex Bregman. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
High pop-up. Vasquez is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Brazier is a guy that you'll notice attacks hitters with a high-velocity slider. Not the old sweeper. He really fires it in there and snaps off big numbers. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So 2 down now in the Houston 8th. The former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. Fastball in there for a called strike. Behind 0-2 now. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Next up for the Red Sox, Rafael Devers. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Will Harris enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. Slapped hard the opposite way. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive, and you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
Fouled off. The 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Hot shot on the ground is short. Altuve for 1. To Gurriel, and they get them both.
Now batting, the catcher, Christian.
Standing in, Christian Vasquez. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. In there, and it's 0-2 now. 1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground to third. Bregman gloves it. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Career numbers against Will Harris. He's 2 for 3. He's taken him deep once. Swing and a little blooper to center. Springer coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
2-1 now to Mookie. Back up the middle. On to Altuve for the 4th out, and the inning is over. Matt Barnes comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 32.
Digging in and looking for more, Yuli Gurriel. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Stepping into the box, Michael Brantley. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He's 1 for 5. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Betts has a read on it. 2 gone. Digging in, Kyle Tucker. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Tyler White will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty.
Number 13, Tyler White.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The win would belong to Rick Porcello, barring any late excitement here. And he misses with it. 1-1. Two out, nobody on. Last strike now for Houston. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
5-2 the final score tonight. Both Sox took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Rick Porcello pitches well enough to get the W. Justin Verlander pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
The final line.